For the last part of your assignments for this week, we're going to look at the genre presentation, which is not something you're going to do this week, but you need to have a little bit of warning and notice in order to plan ahead. We will be doing this in week 5. This is something that's going to be due during week 5, and you're going to present during our class session on that Wednesday when we meet. So let's talk a little bit about what you're doing for the genre presentation. You have an option, first of all, to decide to work alone or to work with a partner. So I will post a discussion board on this page, and you can look for a partner in that discussion if you are so inclined, and otherwise you can work alone. You just need to let me know in that discussion board by the end of this week on Sunday what you've decided to do. So let's just go over what exactly the genre presentation is going to look like. This is going to be a multimedia presentation. Perhaps you can do a PowerPoint or make a video or make a web page that's got some sort of video embedded in it. At some point though, it needs to have an audio or an oral component and a visual component. So your oral component would be your presentation of it in our class. This is really open-ended and it's open to a lot of interpretation. You can be as creative as you want with this presentation. So let's go over the things that you're going to do here. There's 4 components. First of all, let's talk briefly about what a genre is. A genre is a style or a category of writing of literary work. So for example, we have looked at the remembered event genre, we've looked at the profile genre, and next week we're going to talk about the concept essay genre. So these are 3 styles of literary works and literary writing. They're all convention-based. They have a general rule of thumb of rules to follow. Many of them are subjective and open to interpretation, but for the most part, they'll follow common patterns. For example, in the remembered event, we looked at the 3 conventions in that essay, in that genre, of a well-told story, detailed descriptions, and autobiographical significance. In the profile essay genre, the 3 conventions were detailed information, a clear organizational plan, and the role or perspective of the writer. Now, obviously, writing is open to interpretation, and many famous and popular literary works break the rules and don't follow conventions of normal genres, and that's okay too. So, what you're going to do is with a partner or by yourself, you're going to answer these 4 prompts. So the first one says identify and describe at least 2 of the writing genres we've encountered in this class in the Bible. Which basic features appear in these sections? So, like I said, we've covered the profile, the remembered event, and we will cover the concept essay. So you could use those. We've not yet done a literary analysis, but you're certainly welcome to do that if you feel comfortable moving ahead and using literary analysis. You want to pick 2 of these genres and discuss where you see samples of these genres used in the Bible. And you want to go over the basic features. For example, if you use the remembered event and compare it to something in the Bible, you want to talk about where was the well-told story, where were the details and descriptions, and where was their autobiographical significance. Okay? The second thing you're going to do is choose one of the essays we've written so far and reflect on the social implications of this genre. This is a really broad opportunity, open to great interpretation. You can take it anywhere you want. If you feel like you need more help, you can look at the end of the chapter in St. Martin's Guide under Considering Social Dimensions, and that will narrow it down and point you in a direction to help you figure out what you want to say. The third question is, how do genres shape reading and writing practices? And so the question there, the focus is on how. Does it help us follow these conventions? Does it challenge us to do something different? How does it shape the way that we read and write? And the last question, how would you approach trying to acquire or learn a new genre? And so these are the 4 questions you're going to answer in your genre presentation, which is supposed to be a multimedia presentation, and we're going to be doing that during week 5. So please start thinking about that. If you're going to work alone, go ahead and get started on it. If you're going to work with a partner, carve out some time to be able to make something with that person to be able to present during our meeting on week 5.